Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen for a Dollar General and Dollar Tree haul. I found some really good things, nicely priced I will say. I'm very pleased with the pricing, and if there are things that you like, you can go out and get them too. So what's going on? It is a very dreary August day here in the foothills of North Carolina. I have 3 weeks left before I turn 65 and retire, all in the same day. So excited about that. So I'm taking this week off to use some vacation, to get myself used to not working. And I'm trying not to work while I'm off this week. So I'm doing good, doing pretty good. Very excited, very excited for what's to come September the 1st. Very excited. Not looking back, looking forward. So let's get started. I wanted to put this pail in the background. I hauled this last time in my Dollar Tree haul. That humongous pail is only $5. The thing is huge. So I don't know if it's a back to school pail or bucket, but if it's something you are interested in, go get it. They had many colors, but that color is my favorite color, and so that's what I went with. So the next thing I want to show you from Dollar Tree is a while back I hauled these Ellie cosmetic bags, and they had a little bag inside, and I had filled these had a little bag inside, and this one stays in my car, and it's got, you know, lotions and hand sanitizers, things like that. Isn't that beautiful? And it's huge. And then the other style that I picked up that same time was in this black pattern, and it had the little black cosmetic bag in it from Ellie. So these are my bags that I hauled a while back, maybe about a month ago. And then last week I found these by Ellie. This one says something blue, and it has the confetti in between the layers of fabric. And I also found the less bitter, more glitter. So these two I found from Ellie last week. And then the other day, while I'm out looking for those stupid palettes, I found this by Ellie, and it's lipstick fixes everything. You know, it doesn't have these don't have a little extra cosmetic bag in it, and this one doesn't either. Now, is this the same value for $1.25 as this humongous one with the cosmetic bag? No, but I love these little Ellie bags. And I thought this was just so pretty. And it's a cloth. Just so pretty. So I wanted to show you that from Ellie. So if you're seeing those bags out there, those are the ones I have found so far. All right, the next thing from Dollar Tree is this Eat Regal Gourmet. Now I get this, every time I go into Dollar Tree, I pick this up in jasmine, the jasmine rice. This is the broccoli cheddar rice. We bought two. We ate one last night. It is also very good. So if you see this company in either the jasmine or the broccoli and cheddar or any other rices, this is a good company. This is a good rice, and it's a lot for $1.25. So pick that up. And then we picked up the wild caught light tuna chili lime. That's a good little something. You know, I'm trying to, so I've gained a little weight. I'm up to about 146 probably, and I want to get back to 135. That's my goal. So it's if I get to where I need something during meals, and I'm gonna eat something healthy, just something to curb my my craving for something to eat. So I got that. What else from Dollar Tree? Oh, this is $1.25 from Jot. And this is the double-sided pencil case. You know, I love green and blue, so I got it in this beautiful electric blue. But I love the double-sided case, and I'm going to use it to put lip pencils and just things like that. Maybe eye pencils on this side and lip pencils on this side. So I got that for $1.25. I've never seen that before. The next thing from Dollar Tree, this is interesting, and this was, I believe, $1.25. It's called, it's from, let me put my granny glasses on. This is from Home Bright, and it is the eco-friendly toilet bowl cleaning strips. It's easy to use, septic safe, and this is the lavender vanilla. And there you get 24 strips. Now, I tried this the other day, and the strips look like this. And when you put it in the toilet bowl, they immediately dissolve and you get this long string of purple foam. It's really cool to see. And then I just took my brush and I cleaned the toilet. And it made it smell a little better, and it cleaned the toilet. So that's a pretty good little pickup. You get 24 for $1.25. So if you see these from Home Bright, the toilet bowl cleaning strips, they really work. I would honestly say, you know, those Lysol or the Clorox, the little brush heads that you get that you scrub the toilet, it has the foaming agent. You might even be able to save some money and not buy those. Just get your little cleaning brush and this, and I think it does the same thing. I really do. So if you see those, grab it, try it out. The next thing, now I can buy my husband body wash of every kind from Dollar Tree, every kind, but he only likes this, the VO5 Men 3-in-1. He loves this. He picked this up, and I was like, when he picked it up, I said, sweetie, I bought you 3 different body washes. He said, but I like this. And I said, duly noted. So got that because that's what he likes and that's what he wants to use. Goes without saying, my favorite hairspray ever. Somebody said, I think it was it Heather, who said she picked this up in the mousse and it made her hair greasy. But the hairspray, love it. The last thing from Dollar Tree, so the Ione Lash Liner Glue was terrible for me. I told the story about, I'm sorry, something is itching in my ear. I got ear itches. So I, stupid me, didn't just try it around the house. I tried it, had to drive downtown Charlotte for a meeting, and I stepped out of the meeting to take a call, and when I did, my lash line, my lashes fell off onto my cheek. That Ione Lash Liner Glue was horrible. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it again. I tried it again on Saturday of that week, and I was in a Dollar Tree, and the cashier leaned over, and she said, honey, your lashes are hanging on for dear life. Literally, the lashes were just sitting on top of my natural lashes. So the Ione Lash Liner Glue for me was a disaster. I would not pick that up. However, I said, you know what? I'm gonna give this a try. I picked up the Ione Lash Glue in clear. I picked up 2 because there were only 2 left. And I don't know, something about when I only see 2 of something left, it makes me think that it is a really good product or it's not coming back. So I picked up both. And this is what it looks like. Now, this is me because I don't read instructions. I thought this was a lash liner glue, meaning I could just brush this onto my lash line and put my lashes on top. And I thought it was kind of odd that it wasn't a liner pen, but instead was a brush. But hey, I continued on because I don't know any better at the age of almost 65. So I ran this across my lash line, and it goes on kind of like Elmer's glue, school glue. And I was like, ooh, that's a lot. So I put my lashes down on top of the lash liner glue, and I'm telling you, you better get it right the first time because those lashes are not moving. That evening, I almost couldn't get my lashes off. It scared me so bad. And then I couldn't get the glue off. I ended up using an olive oil and just massaging it onto my lid, and the glue came off. So this is what I do. I take my brush and I put a very fine line of this lash glue onto my lashes, and I set it down and I get it just right. These lashes are not moving. These lashes will not move until you take them off. This is a fantastic lash glue. Fantastic. Hands down, I love this lash glue. So Ione Lash Glue, this is a winner. The Ione Lash Liner Glue, avoid. Okay, Dollar General, here we go. So my last video I showed I went to Dollar Tree and I bought the Autobahn carpet odor eliminator, and I bought it. I paid $3.25. The next day I go into Dollar General and it's $3.15, and it was on the 50% off table. So I paid $1.60 and I bought 2 of these. So I was kind of like, Dollar Tree. This was a great deal, and it's the Lysol, and it was $7.35, and it was also on the 50% off table. So I paid, what, $3.60 maybe for this huge bottle of Lysol. So I picked that up on the dollar aisle, and my husband was like, "Are you sure that's $1?" I said, "Well, I think it is." So we went back to the dollar aisle, and there were 2 left. This is by, put my granny glasses on. This is by LA's Totally Awesome Fabric Refresher. Eliminates odors safely and freshens extra strength. Light citrus perfection. Look how huge this bottle is. This bottle is huge. It says it's for Dad, get your words. It's for furniture, carpets, outdoor furniture, and the car. So this is what I've been doing. My husband's work clothes, I do use a refresher on his work clothes. So what I do is when I take them out of the washer, I spritz them down with this and I put them in the dryer. I also use this on my bedding. So before I make up the bed, while everything's pulled back, I spray this on my sheets. This is really good. And this is a huge bottle for $1. So definitely, if that's something that interests you, pick that up. This will last me forever. I picked up this little container. It says Hello Pumpkin, and there were a ton of these in different colors. So that is so pretty for $1. And for $3, I picked up this coffee mug. It says, "What would Dolly do?" There were a lot of Dolly Parton items, but I really like this cup. What would Dolly do? For $1, my husband picked up this Russell Stouffer sugar-free almond bar. And for $1, I picked up 12 trays. There we go. So I believe that is everything. Oh, no. One more thing from Dollar Tree. This cosmetic bag is from Sassy and Chic. It was $1.25. And I'm going to show a picture, move my hand so I'll remember to show a picture of the different colors. This is a nice little bag for $1.25. It even has a little zipper compartment in the top. I picked up some of the cosmetic bags that were really flimsy. And like, no way. But this is not a bad bag for $1.25. So if you see these, take a look at them. They might interest you too. With that, the movie. So in my last video, I said I'm back to watching 1940, 1950 movies on YouTube. And I watched Call from a Stranger with Shelley Winters and Betty Davis. I hope that you were able to see that. It was a really good movie. I just watched one last night with Joan Crawford, and it was, you've probably seen this before. It's 1950, and it's called Harriet Craig with Joan Crawford. There's not a movie Joan Crawford didn't make that wasn't fabulous, but this is a really, really good movie. It kept my attention the entire time. But one thing, if you watch this movie, Harriet Craig, her costumes, her dresses, her jewelry was breathtaking. There's a scene where she and her husband are having a dinner party. Look at that dress that she's wearing. It is stunning. So yeah, Harriet Craig might be a good interest for you if you're interested in the older movies like me. It's a really good movie. It kept my attention the entire time. With that, be good to yourself. If you're not good to yourself, how can you be good to anybody else? That's a fact. Bye.